What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name's Brad. This is Be Modified. In today's video, we're going to be finishing up the last few things that we need to do to get the Sonoma where we can test drive it for the first time. That's going to be awesome, guys. If you've seen last video, then you already know what we're about to do. So if you didn't see the last video, we got a few things left to do to this truck. One, we got to hook up the drive shaft. Two, we got to put the new transmission filter in and fill it back up with fluid. And three, once that's finished, we got to hook up the new shifter cable to the transmission like I was showing in the last video. Fourth step, we got to put radiator fluid in. Fifth step, get that oil drain plug changed out and get it filled up with oil. The number 6 thing that we need to do is get the brakes bled, but I need some help doing that, so we may not get that done tonight. Let's see. I feel like there's a 7th thing that I need to do before we can actually get this truck started. Maybe not. I think that's it. We just got to get them 6 things done. And there's one other thing that I got a little surprise for you guys that we're gonna hopefully do a little bit of work to in this video, because those other things that we're gonna do, I'm just gonna like buzz right through those. We're not gonna spend very much time on them, so I don't want this video to be like a 20-minute ordeal like I have been the past couple times. So like I was saying, I got a little surprise for you guys. Yeah, check that out. I got some subs for the truck. A couple of tins. They're in a custom-made box from a pretty reputable sub shop here in town. But I also got a few other things that I want to show you guys. As you can see, the way it's cut, I'm going to add some stuff to either side of the box. I got some other material, so I'm going to take this black wrap off of here, and I'm going to add some wood to either side to make up the gap, and down in here as well. But I got some other things that I'm going to add to this box too. So right here, I went and picked up this stuff the other day. I got me a little amp. I don't know how well this thing's going to work, but I figured we could do a nice little review on it here on the channel, see how well it works. It's Bluetooth and all that, so it's going to be exciting to see how well that works out. I picked this up from Walmart, so if you guys are curious on how well these things perform, it's going to be in a future video. And none of this stuff is paid promotion, but I did pick it all up from Walmart. As you can see, these are my door speakers, some 6.5 Sonys, and then I got 2 sets of these 4x6s, and one set goes in the dash, the other set I'm going to put in the box. And then I'm also still going to buy some tweeters for the box. And as you can see, guys, I still need to buy me a CD player and the wiring kit for this stuff. At least for now, I can get all this stuff installed. And as I showed you, I can get that sub box built properly to fill up the whole gap. And then we can get it rewrapped with some of the material I have here. And then once we get that box completely finished to where we want to and get it set back in here like it is now, I can get me a piece of sheet metal and box this thing out. And then I can get this bed wrapper line finally, and we'll be pretty much done with the truck. But like I said last video, we just got to keep our fingers crossed and hope that this engine runs nice and smooth. Hope that that transmission shifts really smooth. So with that being said, let's get at it. All right, guys, first thing I'm gonna do is get this transmission pan dropped so we can change out that filter and all the fluid. So I'm gonna get these bolts out really fast and we'll drop this pan. I don't think this thing really has anything in it. Not much. Well, there we go. As you guys can see, there really isn't much in there. Let's get this old filter pulled out. I think it just pulls straight down. Oh, it's clipped in there pretty good. There we go. Alright, now the new filter's in. So you guys may have noticed that it actually started getting dark on us, and that's because I got a late start on today's video. I started later in the afternoon. So now that it's dark, I'm going to get everything cleaned up, get the truck pushed back in the garage, and we'll continue tomorrow afternoon. Well guys, it's the next day here, and I went ahead and installed my new shifter cable up in the column there. And all I had to do was remove this panel and the one underneath it, and then I had to pull the carpet back a little bit, because once you hook it to the column shifter up there, it comes down on the firewall back here. You can see the cable running right there. It goes underneath the carpet, down here a little ways, and then right about here somewhere it goes in through the floorboard and goes down and hooks up to the transmission. So now I'm going to go underneath the truck and get it installed on the transmission. So now underneath the truck here, I just need to get this cable ran through this bracket here. Once I get it through this bracket, I can get it up to that shifter arm there, hook that up, and then we can adjust it. There we go. Got it. So now we just adjust the cable to where it hooks up to that rod right there, or to where it hooks up to this arm right here. And then we know that we're in park. And so now that that's hooked up, we just got to set this back up in here. Just like that. And now that won't move. and our new shifter cable's hooked up and it should work just fine. So I'm gonna go up top, run the column through the gears, and I'm gonna leave you guys down here to see if everything's working fine. So right now we're in park. I'm gonna put it in reverse. There's reverse. Now I'm gonna go to neutral. Okay, there's neutral. Now I'm gonna go to what should be drive. I'm gonna go to second, first. Well, maybe that was third, second, that's first. Okay, now I'm gonna go back up. Second, third, drive, neutral, reverse, park. So I don't know about you guys, but up top it felt pretty good. I'm gonna review the video that you guys just seen, see how smoothly it moved down here, and I think we're good to go. So now we gotta take this drive shaft loose off the rear end, that way we can get it slid backwards and put it on the transmission. Almost got this center section loose, guys. I feel like the drive shaft just might fall down now. Definitely wanting to. Oh, so get that bolt out. There we go. Just about got this drive shaft completely undone. The top side's loose. I'm just trying to get the bottom side loose. Ah, there it is. All right, now we can slide it backwards and then stab it into the transmission forwards. Haha. Is that it? It's really hard to mess with this really stupid two-piece drive shaft. Oh yeah, there we go. We are in the transmission. As you guys can see right there, we're pretty much lined up with those holes in the center. So I'll get that bolted back up and then we'll move back down to the rear end and we'll call that good. We'll get some fluids in this baby and try to start it up. Alright guys, so one last thing I gotta do before we go putting some fluids in this thing and try to start it up is this oil drain plug here is leaking a lot all over the garage. Luckily, I don't have much oil in there other than what I put in the filter, so I shouldn't lose any, not much at all. You see some did come flowing out there pretty good, but I got this thing back in there fast. We'll get that tightened down, wipe it all clean, and hopefully it won't leak. Just get it nice and snug. We don't want it to over tighten. Maybe just a little farther. All right, that's good right there. Now we can put some fluids in and see if it's gonna run, guys. Time to get some radiator fluid in here and freeze. Now it's time to put some oil in this truck because it is bone dry. I think we're good. There we go. Oil's all filled up. Now I just need to put some transmission fluid in, get that battery hooked up, and we can try to start this thing and drive it. Now check it, because this dipstick has a cold mark and a hot mark, so we'll check it for the cold mark. And I think we're good. We'll check it after we get the truck running and hot. On to the next thing. All right guys, time to hook up this battery and see what happens. And now we just got to push this thing out of the garage. That way if anything goes wrong when we test start it, it won't be in the garage and then the house won't be in danger in case something like catches on fire or anything crazy like that. But fingers crossed. Let's just hope that that doesn't happen. I hope everything goes well and it runs just fine and then we can test drive it. All right guys, check this out. I'm in the truck. Turn the key over. You can see we got power. My battery light's on because the battery's it's kind of weak. Something drained it down overnight. But anyway, so I'm turning this thing over and it's not doing anything. It acts like it's not even trying to start. I know I got power to the starter, but I just have no idea what to do, so I'm gonna try to figure it out. If any of you guys know what could be the problem, let me know in the comments below. All right, so I'm not sure, but this might be the issue right here. My battery's only reading 1133. So I don't know if the battery's low enough that it won't even try to push the starter over. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a battery charger on it and let it juice up this battery and see if we can't get it to start after that. I'm still waiting on my battery to charge up, and so I'm going through So I'm doing some research while I'm waiting on that, and I found out that if I take my starter relay out and then I stick this little jumper wire in there, get that down in there, then I go back in here, turn the ignition on, and now we got all the lights coming on and working, and I can hear my fuel pump turning on. But it still doesn't turn, and when I hit the ignition and try to crank it over, all the lights go out except for the security one. So I don't know what to do now, guys. I really am not an expert at this whole wiring thing. Obviously the starter relay might be bad, but at the same time, you guys also seen that it's not cranking over when I hit the ignition. And over here on the fuse box, this wire right here, or this fuse right here, is the crank fuse. So I can hold my test light on it, and when I crank the ignition over, it lights up and has power. So for some reason, it's not getting power from here to the starter, I guess. But I know the starter has power. So for some reason, it's just not cranking over. I also tore apart the dash again. But like I said, guys, I'm at a loss here. I really don't know what to do to make this thing start. It's got power everywhere. I can even turn the heat and AC on. Well, not the AC because we don't have it hooked up, but I can turn the heat on and the blower blows, everything works. There's power to all parts of this truck, but it won't crank over and start. Well, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. But like I said, if any of you watching this know what might be the problem with the Sonoma here, why it won't start, why it won't crank even. So you guys seen where I put that jumper wire in on the starter solenoid, or on the starter relay, and everything comes on the dash like it's supposed to when you turn the key over, but it just doesn't crank. And also when you turn the key, all the lights shut out on the dash, like maybe there's a short in there somewhere. So if any of you know or have any idea of what might be the problem, please comment down below. I need everybody's help trying to get this Sonoma running. That's one of the last things that we have to do, guys. I just got to get it running, and then I can finish up the stereo system in the bed, and this truck will be done. So please comment down below if you guys have any ideas. I need some serious help, guys. So anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. If you enjoyed today's content, smash that like button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and just like that, catch you guys in the next one.